Hey there, Jeremy. This is Catherine Taylor with Damn Good Marketing, and this video is going to be what we call a screencast. It's going to be an overview of your website in a comparison to some of your top competitors and provide a lot of good information. And hopefully we can, in our one-on-one, discuss some of the information I provided to give you a little bit more clarity, as well as this will go over what my process is with any client I sit down with. Okay, so I have your particular site pulled up, and what we are looking at is your homepage, of course. I like the fact that you do have a guide at the top. We can see what your services are. I will tell you out the gate, Google likes to see a minimum of like 1,000 to 1,500 words on a homepage. Google really wants in their algorithms to find that you're educating your potential clients. So they're trying to see how much value add that you're bringing to the table. And that helps in the overall Google search and how you'll fall organically within the rankings that they have in your particular niche. So one of the things I could say is right out the bat is that we provide some more information on you and your services and education about what your process is and how it's beneficial to the end user on your main page. So outside of that, I love the green. I like that you have a really cool logo as well. I can see the boat, I see the car. So that's super cool. So what I want to do is show you the basics of what happens on the back end of your website when we're putting in content and what that means to Google. So in this search bar, what I want to do is do mobile detailing near me. I'm just north of or south of Gibsonton Drive. Based off your website, I know that's where you're located. So when you type in anything in the search bar, these are going to be considered what we call keywords. So mobile detailing near me would be a keyword search. Whenever you hit the enter button, there's 3 areas to focus on the Google page. The top section is going to be anyone who is running ads for this particular service in whatever area you're looking at. So since I did near me in the Riverview, Gibsonton area, these are people who are running ads. The middle section is going to be your Google My Business, where I've already looked at this. These are the top 3 spots that are super competitive. I know if you click on more business, I know your particular company comes up on the first page of the Google My Business. But I do think that we would want to get you closer towards the top because they have to scroll pretty far down in order to find you. But you are on page 1, so that's a great thing. So let's go back. And then down below the Google Map Pack is going to be the organic search results. Why it's important to understand this is that the ad section at the top of the page captures generally 25 to 35% of people looking for your particular service. So if you're not running an ad, that means 25 to 35% of people are out of your search results. The other thing is if you're not higher up on the Google My Business, this Google Map Pack captures an additional probably about 30 to 35% of the people looking for your service. So if we're just searching organically and you're not in the Google My Business and you're not running ads, you're already down to about a 40 to 50% capture ratio for people coming to your own website just by finding you on Google. So one of the things I did do is I did try to search for your company. Unfortunately, I went down to page 5 and I did not see you. So we could definitely get some work done on the SEO side to pull you up to, pages 1 or 2. Because let's be fair, if they're not on 1 or 2, most people won't scroll past that to get to 3, 4, 5, or 6, etc. So it would, and part of that too, and I'll go over that with you, is would the ROI be there for the SEO services? It would really be dependent upon what area you're trying to target. So we can always dive a little bit more into that research. So what I've done is I've pulled up this company here, On the Go Mobile Detailing, and I pulled up their website because now I'm going to go into the background work on both of these. So they have a little bit of information on their homepage, not a ton. Same thing, they could actually use a lot more information, but the good thing about that is it could, by providing more content on yours and education on yours, you could easily I think, rise through the ranks. They have a services page similar to yours, and I guess they have a little bit more in detail as far as like what they'll do. Let's see if we click on here. Yeah, tells them exactly what type of service they'll be getting, so that's pretty neat. Definitely something you could add to your site as well. And then pictures with reviews. That's one thing that would want to make sure that you're getting is reviews on your page as well, because that helps with credibility. So let's go into the background analytics. We use a company called Ahrefs to do research on the back end of your website. So here is your website address, and this top part is what we're really going to pay attention to. The UR is the strength of your website, and the DR stands for domain rating. The UR with the strength, DR is how credible and recommendable Google is finding your website. And that these two numbers can go to 100. As you can see, we don't have any data on the actual strength of your website, and we're not pulling any numbers in for credibility. So we really want to get that pulled up. The other thing is what drives the power between your UR and your DR are going to be backlinks and referring domains. A backlink, simply put, is just a link from one website to another or one page to another. So you can actually have interlinking backlinks on your own site. And then referring domains are going to be a high power, high credible website that links back to yours, and they're using the power and credibility to help push power to yours. So when we talk about SEO services, there is a cost because backlinks and referring domains actually do cost money. So we would get into the nitty gritty of that later on. But this, when we talk about SEO services, this is what we would be providing in addition to helping push on organic keywords. So if I click on organic keywords, remember before when I had this mobile detailing near me, that would be considered a keyword. Your site is being found for two. We have mobile detailing Riverview, Florida, and RV detailing Tampa, Florida. Three things that I pay attention to on this site is going to be the volume. The volume is how many people are actually are searching for this particular service in a 30-day time frame, so per month. The key D is the keyword difficulty, so how hard it would be to get with between the backlinks and the referring domains, you ranking for this particular keyword search. And then the position. So this is where your website falls on Google for these two services, meaning there are 50 other companies in front of you that are found before you are for mobile detailing Riverview, Florida, 84 companies before they get to you for RV detailing Tampa, Florida. So these are telling me that we have some pretty easy work. You could easily be ranking for this particular keyword within, I think, a 3-month time frame. But then it falls into, are these the best keywords to be searched for? Because the volume is relatively low. So we would also talk about ROI. You don't want to throw a ton of money at something if your volume isn't high enough to cover the cost, if that makes sense. The other thing we look at is this organic traffic. Organic traffic is people who are coming to your website coming from Google, which is 0, and then the traffic value, what that cost per click would be for you, which is at 0. So let's take a look at your competitors. We're looking at this particular on the mobile detailing.net. As you can see, their UR is at a 19, their DR is at an 8. Those are relatively average numbers. They have 333 backlinks and around 28 referring domains, just meaning that they are providing links and power to get their numbers up for their UR and DR. They're also being found for 41 keywords. They're bringing in a little over 30 people per month based off of their power and off their keywords being found on Google. And it's bringing in about $57 per person to that site. Still not great numbers. I definitely think we could easily blow some of this stuff away, even in a short period of time. When we look at the organic keywords, things that you could also put on your site that we could easily be found for would be like car wash Riverview, Florida. This would be nice. I know it's outside the box because it doesn't have mobile on there, but it has a 350 search volume. So that's 350 people that you could bring in. It has a very easy keyword difficulty. And right now, this person's in position 7 for that, which means that, you could easily target number 1 for that, which has a significant higher. Our goal would really be to try to get, at least 500 in volume of keywords on your site in order to get enough traffic to give you an idea of if SEO services is the best idea for you. I mean, remember, you have to think about that ROI. So going back, quick overview. I know this was a real quick screencast, but we talked about your website, content, and how content provides credibility. And the other thing that we talked about is keywords and how keywords help with your site being found or on Google. We talked about backlinks and referring domains, which is what is your SEO. We didn't talk a ton about Google My Business, but we would want to verify across all platforms, which are something called a citation, that your name, address, and your phone number are all the same because you want to have that cohesive in there. And so in conclusion, just wanted to give you a rundown of some of the work that we do ahead of time. This would be considered one of our audits. And then I look forward to answering any questions that you might have. We are Damn Good Marketing, bringing you your business damn good results. I look forward to speaking to you, and I hope you have a great day.